This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents either are products of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual events or locales or persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental.
Welcome to Storytime with Uncle Slim, and tonight's story is about Marcus, a recent college graduate whose life is about to take a dramatic turn in the first of a two-part story we call The Inheritance.
Good afternoon. I'm Benjamin Steele from the Prestige Law Group, and I'm here to speak with Marcus Wilson.
I'm Mr. Wilson. How may I help you?
Mr. Wilson, I'm here representing the estate of your uncle, Elias Wilson.
Uncle Elias? Wow. I hadn't heard anything about him in years. Wait a minute, is he okay?
If I could come in, I could explain further.
Sure. Come in, please. Please, have a seat.
Thank you. Now, before we get started, when was the last time you seen or heard from your uncle?
Well, like I said earlier, I hadn't seen him in years, and the last I heard he was living somewhere overseas.
Well, your uncle was living abroad for some time. Indonesia, Dubai, Mexico, to name a few. But the reason I'm here is because there was an accident, and your uncle was killed.
What? Killed? What happened?
Well, the details are sketchy, but what we do know is for the last 6 months he was living off the island of Fiji. One day he rented a boat. There was an explosion, and his body was found off the coast of Viti Levu. Let me be the first to say my condolences to your family, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now, Mr. Wilson, your uncle had a will, and he named you the sole beneficiary of his estate and all that comes with it.
Wait, what? Wait, I don't understand.
It's okay. I can understand something like this can be overwhelming. Marcus. May I call you Marcus?
Yes, sure.
Marcus, I've been your uncle's best friend and legal counsel for the last 22 years, and he was a very wealthy man. You'll never have to work another day as long as you live. That's the other reason I'm here, to get you acclimated to your new life.
I really don't know what to say.
That's totally expected under the circumstances. I have some paperwork I need you to look over and sign. I'll be back Saturday to take you to your new home.
The days came and went, and before Marcus knew it, Mr. Steele was back to take him to his new home. Exhausted after the plane and long drive outside the city, they finally arrived. Marcus couldn't believe what he was seeing. As they approached the entrance, a majestic iron gate opens, revealing a winding driveway lined with towering evergreen trees. The mansion emerges, framed by immaculately landscaped grounds, featuring vibrant flowers and sculpted hedges. Upon entering, the two went to Uncle Elias's office.
So, young Marcus, how do you like your new home?
With all due respect, Mr. Steele, I have a few questions about the documents you wanted me to look over.
Well, that's why I'm here, to get you acclimated to your new life and to ease any concerns you may have.
Thank you, but I really just have one question. Yes, this part right here, about a bookstore?
That's very astute of you. Now I see why your uncle chose you. Yes, that bookstore is the only stipulation in your uncle's will. It must remain in the family.
Okay, and what's so important about this bookstore?
Out of all the things your uncle acquired, that bookstore is his most prized possession, filled with rare books and some ancient artifacts. Most of the first edition books are right here in the library downstairs, which I'll be showing you, along with the rest of the house once we're done here.
But Mr. Steele, I don't know anything about running a bookstore with artifacts.
The bookstore is fully staffed. And as far as archaeology, your uncle was excited when he heard you took up archaeology in college.
I mean, yes, I did, but that was only for like 2 semesters.
It didn't matter. Your uncle was happy that you took an interest in something he loved.
Wow, I didn't know Unc took that much of an interest in my life.
More than you know, Marcus.
Well, Mr. Steele, that was my only concern. I guess I'm ready to sign those papers now.
Great. Just sign here, here, and here. Okay. With that, I'll say, welcome to your new home and your new life. Now let me show you around the house and the grounds and introduce you to the staff.
For the next few weeks, Mr. Steele showed Marcus everything about his uncle's affairs, business dealings, day-to-day activities, and personal journals through which he found multiple safe rooms and secret passages throughout the entire estate. Now Marcus had more questions than before. Why did Uncle Elias need all this security and secrecy? Marcus and Mr. Steele were on their way to Uncle Elias's bookstore, but there was one more piece of information Mr. Steele had to tell Marcus about the bookstore.
Marcus, are you familiar with a young lady named Serenity Jones?
Serenity? Wow. Yeah, I'm familiar with her. That was my girlfriend in college. She was actually the reason I took archaeology in the first place. But she had a job lined up for her after college and she didn't believe in a long-distance relationship, so we ended it with a promise to be friends, but you know how that goes. Anyway, why are you asking? And how do you know about Serenity?
Miss Jones would intern at your uncle's bookstore in the summer. She graduated at the top of her class, so she was offered a very lucrative job overseeing the day-to-day operations at the bookstore.
When the two pulled up, Marcus realized this was no ordinary bookstore. The place was massive, filled with rare books and first editions. Most were kept in temperature-controlled rooms, and a huge safe filled with rare archaeological finds. After being introduced to the staff, Marcus was informed that Serenity was out of the country and wouldn't be back until later that night. So Mr. Steele made arrangements for Serenity to come by the mansion the next morning for breakfast and a formal introduction.
No, it's okay, Winston. I'll get it.
Yes, sir, and breakfast will be served shortly.
Thank you, Winston. Ah, Miss Jones. Good morning, and thank you for coming.
Good morning, Mr. Steele. Is he here?
Yes, he's on the patio, right this way. So how was your trip?
It was great. The people were very polite, and I found the rare stone Elias wanted. So even though he's gone, I feel good knowing I was able to fulfill one of his last wishes.
Yes, he will definitely be missed. Ah, yes, here we are.
Marcus.
Serenity, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so sorry about your uncle.
Thank you. It's still a shock to everyone. But one thing I know about Uncle Elias, he would not want me here sitting on this beautiful morning with a lovely young lady talking about death. So please, have a seat. Breakfast is here. I believe I remembered everything you like.
Sir, madam, breakfast is served. Will there be anything else, sir?
No, Winston, thank you. That'll be all.
Sir, madam.
He's polite.
Yes, Winston is cool. I'm still trying to get him to loosen up some. He'll come around. Anyway, what's going on with you?
I'm fine. I absolutely love it out here, and the staff at the bookstore took me in like family. Because when I first got here, I was a mess. Separated from my friends, my family, and my man. So I decided to put my head down and work. And that's what I've been doing ever since.
Well, why don't we finish breakfast and you can tell me more while you give me a tour of the city?
That's a wonderful idea. I found a few places in the city I think you'll like.
Sounds good. So it's a date then.
Oh, Marcus.
The two went out and didn't return until late that night. They began reminiscing about the past, old friends, and their relationship. One thing led to another and they made love. The next morning, they were awoken by Serenity's phone ringing.
Oh no, I was supposed to be at work almost 2 hours ago.
Serenity, it's okay. Calm down, baby. Let them know you'll be in meetings all day with the new owner. Why don't you let Annabelle take a shot at the day-to-day dealings? She's smart, eager, and she's ready. As a matter of fact, why don't you let her fly out to Kenya to get that artifact you was telling me about?
That's a great idea. She's been harassing me to go out the country for the longest. Let me email her the time and the contact when she lands. There. Done. I just realized this is the first day I took off since I started, and I just slept with my boss.
Yes, you did. Any regrets?
You tell me, Marcus. What's next?
Yes, Winston.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Steele has arrived and is waiting for you in the library. And I also took the liberty of having a Miss Jones's dress laundered and placed on the chair.
Thank you, Winston. and tell Mr. Steele I'll be along momentarily.
Yes, sir.
Now, Serenity, you asked what's next. What's next is I'm about to get up and take a shower.
You know exactly what I mean, Marcus.
Serenity, my feelings for you never changed. You were the one that didn't want a long-distance relationship. That was then, but this is now. So let me give you something to think about. I want you to move in with me. I'm not asking for an answer right now. I'm just showing you how serious I am. So the ball's in your court, babe. But right now, I'm about to take a shower. Why don't you join me?
Join you. Marcus, you got Mr. Steele waiting for you in the library.
First, he came over unannounced. Secondly, when he sees you, he'll understand. And lastly, just like you said, I'm the boss.
Oh, Marcus.
Meanwhile,
Our paralegal Janet will meet you at the office with the paperwork. Once signed, we can petition the court for a date. Okay, no problem at all. Feel free to call if you have any more questions. Marcus, there you are. Oh, and Miss Jones, this is a pleasant surprise.
Good morning, Mr. Steele. If you and Marcus have business to discuss, I'll excuse myself.
No, Miss Jones. It's actually good that you're here. It'll save me a trip. Please have a seat and let me explain.
Okay.
You remember that artifact you recently came back with?
Yes. The artifact Elias wanted me to get.
Yes, you specifically. He would have never sent you for something that important at that time. You're one of the newer employees he had, and we have professional couriers for that. So that led me to believe he thought the couriers would be followed or compromised in some way. But no one would suspect a regular employee. I had the artifact washed and analyzed, and after that the lab found this inscription underneath, right here. Looks like it might be in Arabic, so I figured if Miss Jones could see it, maybe she can decipher it.
Of course, if you leave it with me, I should have something for you in a couple days.
Sounds good. I look forward to hearing from you. Maybe it can help in Elias's investigation in some way.
If I can help at all, or in any way, don't hesitate to ask.
Well, with that, I'll leave you two to enjoy the rest of your day. Marcus, I'll give you a call later.
Okay, that's fine. Winston will see you out.
I'm glad he's gone.
Why? What's your problem with Mr. Steele?
First, he's a lawyer. Secondly, he was never really around like that before your uncle died, and he's a lawyer.
You really got a thing about lawyers, huh? I think you're wrong about him, but duly noted.
He was right about one thing. This is Arabic. There's various forms of Arabic, attested in many scripts, like Sapphitic, Hismaic, Nabatean, and even Greek. Loosely translated, this was some kind of tool used in conjunction with a map to find a certain location. I can determine the location once I finish the translation and a map of the area at that time. I should have what I need at the office.
You know, Serenity, when I first got here, I found a few of my uncle's journals detailing this place, and it's amazing. For example, you see that warrior statue right there in the corner?
Yes, that's Shaka Zulu. He ruled the Zulu Empire from 1816 until his death in 1828.
Good. Now lift up the headrest and press the right temple.
Serenity lifted up the headdress and felt the right side of the statue's head until she could feel a slight indentation. She pressed the button, and you could hear gears moving and the bookcase open, revealing a staircase that led to a large room underneath the mansion.
Marcus, what is this? I mean, this computer is one of the most sophisticated on the planet. I can do so much with this.
Good. I'm happy to hear that, because you'll be using that a lot. All the way in the back is a small armory filled with weapons and tactical gear. Several passports, some with my face, by the way. There's metal boxes with gold bars and currency from multiple countries, artwork, and precious stones.
Marcus, your uncle was really a mentor to me. He taught me a lot and introduced me to some very influential people. But I see now I didn't know him as well as I thought I did. What the hell was he into?
I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this whole thing. I would be up at night reading his journals, following the directions to all the secret passages and where each one leads. Don't you know it's an elevator down here that only goes down from this point? I haven't even attempted to go down there yet because I'm still trying to make sense of all this here. But I have learned a few things. That's why I brought you down here. When I hit this switch, a keyboard will come out of the side of that table there. You can type in any location, past or present, and a virtual mock-up will appear on the top of that table.
Thanks, but I don't think I'll need that just yet. I think I just figured out what this is. I was so fixated on the letters, I've been looking at this the wrong way. It's slightly damaged, but yes, this is a sextant.
A what?
A sextant is a tool sailors would use for navigation. And this is personalized. That should make it easier to find out who this belonged to. Let me have a crack at that computer. I can scan the sextant and the computer can analyze what's under this debris covering the rest of the letters.
Didn't Mr. Steele say he had this washed and analyzed?
Yes, but the computers down there can't do a fraction of what this one can. So we should see something soon. Oh wow.
Oh wow, what? What is it?
I can't believe it. This sextant belonged to Hayreddin Barbarossa.
Who?
Hayreddin Barbarossa, see here. From his base in Algiers, North Africa, Mr. Barbarossa terrorized the western half of the 16th century. He wasn't just a pirate. He was the most feared pirate of the Mediterranean. Marcus, I'm no appraiser, but this sextant could easily be worth a few $1 million.
Really? For that? Wow.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy how much these things can go for at auction, or even the black market.
Marcus and Serenity seem to have stumbled upon a huge conspiracy. Secret rooms, pirates, underground black markets, and it looks like the rabbit hole is getting deeper. Tune in next week for the conclusion of The Inheritance.